Right, continuing on the demonstration of the Turnitin plugin for Moodle. Once your students have entered their assignments, what you would do is click on your Turnitin assignment in Moodle and go to the submission inbox. And the submission inbox will give us a lot of details about who has entered their assignment. So we can see Mike has entered an assignment, an ID number, when it was submitted, so you know if it's late or not, the similarity index as well. Okay, so if we click on the assignment, what happens now is we go to turnitin.com and it loads up the assignment in the document viewer, which will give us our originality report and Grademark. So let's look at the originality report to start with. And the originality report will show us, and if we just make this a little bit bigger so we can see a bit more clearly, will show us the areas where it's found some similar information on the internet or assignments. So in this case it's found this one on this particular source here. If we click on the source itself, we can see where this information has actually been found. Okay, and the same for number 2 and so on. If we click on the different options here, we can actually get a match of where it was found all over the internet, and you see that piece of information has been used lots of times. Okay, all good. We need to teach the students also what this originality report means. 16% is similar, and for staff they need to go through and look at the assignment and say it's picked out this information, has it been referenced correctly, and if it has, then we just continue on. That's okay. If it hasn't been, so this hasn't been referenced at all, then we would do something about that. Now let's have a look at some other interesting things that we can do here. If we go to the Grademark, this allows us to mark an assignment, which is pretty useful. So within the Grademark itself, we have a number of different quick mark sets, they're called. So if we're looking at commonly used terms, we could select that, and we get some things in here that is used. So if we are going to, as we move our mouse over these things, we will see the information beneath as to what text is associated with it. If we want to associate one of these items, one of these comments, with something in our assignment, we can highlight it and click on the item, and that will be associated with it. You'll see there's a link to it. We can also edit this item and add some more comments in if we want to. We can change the color of the link and save this in our document. When the students go in, they will see this as well, and as they move their mouse over it, they can actually see what the information is. We will look at also later on how to manage this area. Choose another item here, punctuation as an example, and missing quotes, for instance. We could do this. We could highlight something like this and go, we've got missing quotes, and we'll see that that is associated with that. So we just continue on marking through the assignment. Let's look at some other options here. The next one, general comments. We can add in some general comments. That doesn't look very good. Great assignment, etc. We can also come in and record a voice comment up to 3 minutes long, so that will save a lot of time for people adding in a comment. If we go to our view of quick mark comments here, we'll see that there's nothing being added on these pages, but page 2 we have 2 comments, so we can go in and see what they are. Show this one on the paper, so it shows you where it is, etc. Quite handy. But also in our paper we have rubrics. This has been prepared earlier, my rubric for media arts, and as I move, I've got 4 areas: content, structure, evidence and presentation, and as I move my mouse over each one, it will show me the associated comments below, and I would choose which one I would associate with this particular assignment, and when the student goes in, they will be able to see those as well. Also, if I add in a mark for this assignment, 55%, if I add in the mark in the assignment, it's in here, and remembering I'm in Turnitin. Now if I close this box here, leave this page, it's now synchronizing from Turnitin back to Moodle. Refresh the screen and we can see the grade has come through. Comments will be in there as well. And then I would just go down to my next assignment that's there and edit it and continue marking.